At long last, Katayama Sensei is going to be releasing for the global side of things, named as Blitz. Now, with this being the case here, I thought it was the perfect time to go ahead and talk about the character herself and go over this amazing debuffer that is just stellar at downing enemies. So if you guys like videos like this, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're going to hop straight into it. Alright, so looking at my screen right here, we have Kumi Katayama, or known as Blitz here, who is going to be the next Phantom Thief coming on over here, or the Phantom Idol that's coming to the game. Now, this character herself is pretty darn good. As a debuffer wise, she's probably one of the strongest ones, beside of course Starlight Joker, as well as Morgana Starlight, those different beasts there. But this character isn't that bad here. She's mainly good for just downing a lot of enemies, being able to get that opportunity attack for the downs that she's able to do, and she's actually pretty decent with some electric teams. Now, the problem with this character herself is just the problem with all debuffers. Debuffers inside this game aren't really all too good, and you don't utilize them a lot until the most recent updates, where we've been really utilizing them if they're either heavily duped or if they have some buffing tendencies. Katayama is in that aspect where she's still just mainly debuffing. She doesn't really have a ton of buffing tendencies, but what really helps her out is this lovely pro right here, which is enhancing the down debuff and obviously just downing enemies itself. Seeing that she's able to down enemies pretty darn easily with her skills, she can easily force on some AoAs, which is going to be pretty nice for characters such as like Akihiko, or even in the future where we start to use different things for SOSs where we want to knock down an enemy. She can be very useful there as well. So this is one character that we got to take a little bit of a look-see into. And the first place that we're going to look at is going to be the skills here, where we have the first skill called Wing of Passion. Now, Wing of Passion, and I think I'll have like it swap as I'm talking through this here. Wing of Passion is going to look like this move on the screen right here, and what ends up happening is it's going to deal damage to all foes to 101.7%. Now granted, this can change on the global end, seeing that we haven't seen her buffs just yet. So it inflicts something called Devastation, and this decreases all of the enemy's defense by 9.8% plus 2.22% for every 10 points of Katayama's speed. Now, Katayama herself is going to be a speed-based character, and we'll get more into that once we look at her weapon as well. But this goes up to 39%, and it increases the damage taken by 7.8% plus 1.78% for every 10 points of her speed. Now, this can go up to a max of 31.2%, which is pretty darn nice, and it lasts for 3 whole turns here. And this skill itself is always going to be something you're going to use. All 3 of her skills are actually fairly useful for this, and they all will correlate themselves, whether it comes down to just knocking the enemy, where it comes down to doing basic debuffs. And the cool part about her is Katayama herself is enabling some of your team. As you notice here, if she does have her super limit, she's able to increase the damage by 30% for her skill, or at least the skill damage by 30%, which not a lot of debuffers are really doing inside the game like that, right? So this is what started to make her a little bit better than some of the other debuffers that we had to deal with, was the enabling of your team in total. She's not really tied down to the electric team. She's not really tied down by a lot of means itself. And this character is just necessarily going to help out your overall team, just deal a lot of damage, whether it's on AoAs, whether it's going to be on just damage itself. And that was a good thing. Now, this furtherly expands itself when we look at the skill 2. The skill 2 essentially is now ignoring all the affinities on the enemy. It's allowing you to decrease down points, and then it also is allowing you to decrease the defense based on her speed, as well as increase their damage taken based on her speed. Now this is all great because it's just like the triple just death that you can get on a enemy immediately, saying that they can't really do anything about the affinities. They have to take the defense down here, and they lose down points, making it even easier for you guys just to deal a ton of damage to them. But if she does have her super limit, which is another one of her little factors here, she's able to take down the down points plus 3 and increase the down damage taken, which is based on her speed as well. So she's easily manipulating a lot of the debuffs and making them even more so a issue for a lot of the enemies in front of her, which is very good. Keep in mind, this is still an AoE related debuff, so you are going to have a lot more stuff in front of you that's going to be able to hit the enemies in front of them, making sure you're going to take advantage over these said AoE teams. So it's already a really good skill. So I'm wondering if they're going to change it at all. I think if anything, they're probably going to just boost up some of her debuff decreases, or at least her defense decreases and stuff like that. They might do anything like that, but a lot of this character is essentially very good. The only problem is of course, as a debuffer, she suffers the fate of usually us wanting to use another buffer or a sustainer. Now then we have the third skill, which is the big boy one, right? This one goes past all affinities. Just like the second skill goes past all affinities, but the difference here is not only is it increasing your down damage taken to the enemies, as well as the increasing the damage taken in overall, but it then allows you to take down 5 down points instead of the 1 that you were getting in, let's say with the super limit, instead of the 2, you are now getting 5 down points on this, which is going to allow you just to immediately shred off their shield, doing the AoE if you need to do something with it, or either if you have one of the down related card sets, which is usually the electric set there. I know we use it every now and again on some of our navies, or as well as some of our supports inside of SOS on TW, KR, and CN. Whenever you have them down here, obviously they're going to take more damage from that said down amount, and she's just immediately stripping that on that whole turn for 5 points, which is absolutely amazing. Now if the skill knocks down any target, she's then able to grant herself super limit for 2 whole turns, meaning once you knock here, the super limit for Wings of Passion and Thunder's Judgment are immediately going to be active, and you're going to allow yourself to deal some crazy rotational damage, which is always great. So the character herself does have a lot of promise. She is pretty darn good as well. Her highlight does decrease damage taken or increase the damage taken, which is always great. It is a permanent effect for all this stuff here with the defense down, so it's pretty nice. The character herself is a very good character. Just debuffers inside of this economy right now is just not very prevalent. Now if you're a person who's duping out this character, she's essentially complete at A0. You don't need any dupes on her. Though if you're duping out this character, you do get a lot more value out of her. Obviously for the critical damage taken, that is actually very, very valuable. That's insanely nice, as well as the max permanent effect of decreasing the down point. That's very nice as well for SOS. Though I think A1 is as far as I would go. A2, yes, you do get the extra down damage taken, which is pretty darn nice, and you're helping out your team with the attack percent. Though I feel like this one is just not needed whatsoever. So the A2, I just find it utterly irrelevant. Whether the A1, I do find that very good because she's playing her role as a debuffer. The other one slowly kind of makes her into like a buff slash debuff type side thing, which is really good, but at the same time, I just don't see it necessary if I'm looking for a debuffer. Now, on the off chance that you're going for A6, this is where this character really pops off, and you're probably going to see her a lot more often, because her A6 not only allows her to do all this stuff, she now is able to buff too, but she pretty much becomes a sub DPS, which is very interesting, and you don't really see that with a lot of characters. Well, she's able to do this at the A6 potential, and that is where she becomes insanely dangerous, because then she's going to be used everywhere. Once Fuka comes out, she will be in that extra slot until of course Koromaru, and then you can probably play her elsewhere, but she pretty much makes herself very known that she will always be here at an A6 amount, because even now you could pretty much fit her into an A6. Like if you have her A6, you could fit her into a team and she will make a lot of use out of it, because you're getting buffs, crazy debuffs, you're easily going ahead and being able just to deal as much damage as possible, seeing she is a little bit of a sub DPS with this factor. So she is very dangerous on that A6 amount. As for the weapons, weapon wise, you do not need her 5-star. Her 4-star works perfectly fine. Heck, I think beforehand we were even using the 3-star to an extent, because it just helps you out with speed. The main thing that you're looking for is that speed, so the 3-star is viable. The 4-star itself is helping you out with the extra attack, so I mean, like, you can use that as well, which is always great to do. But I think a lot of us, if we were like low investing, or at least wanted her to be functional at a degree, and we don't want to go for the 5-star weapon, I know for a fact we were using the 3-star weapon, because the 3-star does have the speed, while the 4-star is only looking at the attack percent side, which is nice, but we really wanted that speed back then. Now This was before I think her 5-star weapon got buffed, or either before it was starting to like be usable, that we were using mainly the 3-star weapon itself. I think now you can use it because I remember they reworked it, so the 5-star weapon is very much so viable now, where we have now the extra speed, we're obviously getting the extra critical rate, we're getting the crit damage taken down. So this 5-star weapon is the best in slot, though if you want to medium build or low invest, throwing with the 3-star weapon is utterly perfectly fine, seeing you're still getting your speed gauge off. Afterwards, we have the teams on down here. If you guys want to go ahead and take a look at that, you're very well are welcome to. She does have some use in Akihiko's team. She has use in Blue Prism's team. I've seen her in Luce Notes, but I haven't used her per se for that one, so that's not really my way to talk on that. And then obviously, as I said before, when Fuka comes out, you'll see her pop up a couple times as well with that as well. So do keep that in mind. It's always going to be a good character to invest into. But overall, I do like this character. I think if you are a person who are looking forward to a lot of the down meta and stuff like that, once we start getting into it, she will have her place. Though this character as a debuffer, she does suffer that fate of a debuffer. You will only use her if you truly have like no choice to, and if you don't have another insanely good buffer to go alongside of it. She is very good, just debuffers are just debuffers at the end of the day, and they don't really hardcore change until 1, Fuka comes out, and then into 2, Joker Starlight as well as Mona Starlight come out. But that's all I want to say about this, you guys. I'll have a video based on should you summon and stuff like that very soon coming on out, but I just wanted to take a quick look at her, and hopefully you guys enjoy what you want to enjoy. Till then, stay safe, stay sharp, peace out.